Welcome to yet another video on Java programming. So in the last video, we have seen what's the significance of default constructor which was provided by the compiler, and once you have defined your own parameterized constructor and you try to define a constructor, that is, you try to create an object by invoking a parameterless constructor, what happens? It throws an error. The compiler throws an error. So in order to fix that, what we have to do, we need to create our own parameterless, in other words, the no argument constructor. So in this video, let's talk about yet another simple concept called local variables. And in Java, it is mandatory to define it before using it. Let's see an example. So here is a tester class, and I'm creating a variable, say, called inum, and I'm trying to print this, inum. So your Java compiler shouts at you. Why? It says the local variable inum may not have been initialized. If you have done C and C++ coding, then certainly you have observed this and you wouldn't have gotten any error. Just a warning. So here, Java compiler throws an error because it's a strongly typed language and it is mandatory for you to define the variable. So local variables which are uninitialized can't be used directly in the executable statement after its declaration. So what do you need to do? Yes, you're right. You need to initialize it before using any variable for that matter. Then what happens to the instance variables which is part of a class? Yes, you're right. So whenever you create an object of type order, what happens is that all the instance variables are initialized. So in the class, the instance variables order ID, which is of integer type, is initialized to 0, and string is initialized to null, double is initialized to 0.0, again string is initialized to null. And what about the float and double? Yes, your guess is right, 0.0. Yes. So that's what is happening here. And thank you for watching this video. Let us catch up in yet another video on Java programming. Thank you.